Good morning YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is a second video I'm filming for you today. This is a second part of the greenhouse tour. It's a carnivorous plant side of everything. So if you missed the orchids, I just am uploading that right now and thought I'd get filming this. The sun is about to come out and we get everything really hot in here and bright, and it makes it really hard to film. So why don't we just get started? We'll jump right in. This is going to be for the tropical carnivorous plants only. The temperate ones are outside. I did an update on those last week probably, the bog pots and that sort of thing. But let's get started on these guys. These are Nepenthes Seeds that I'm hopefully trying to germinate a few of. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about them yet. There's no point in giving you advice if I don't have any success with these methods here. But they're just getting a little bit brighter light at this point. Hopefully that makes a difference to them. And why don't we go over here to the Cephalotus first. Cephalotus are on the south side of the greenhouse, a few rows back, so they're not in the brightest sun, but it's on the hot side and it's bright over here. Coal Mine Beach is looking really well, or really good. Rare as sand site. These guys in the bigger ones, I worry about the yellowing leaves. There's a couple dead leaves on there, but lots of new pictures coming out, so that's good. I kind of built them up into like a mound, and they're sort of sitting on the top of the mound. This one's more noticeable. A few new pictures coming out. There's one there coming out. A few new ones just opened. It's looking really well. Looking really good. I like these guys. They grow quite quickly. Bunch more Cephalotus down here. This one's growing quite well. It's filling the little 4-inch pot very quickly. There's a leaf pulling that I did last year. It's got its first adult picture and more coming, so that's good. These guys are definitely in full growth this time of year. Lots of pictures coming on them. There was a root pulling that I did, or root cutting. That is my red form. The red form is going green, but it's kind of got some intermediate pictures, if you can call it that, in the Cephalotus world. What's that one? This is a Coal Mine Beach over here. It's doing quite well. The little seedlings, these guys were germinated last year. They were sowed in the spring. They started germinating in the summertime, and some of them have grown much faster than others. This guy germinated within a few months of like this guy here. You can tell the difference, like some just grow, some don't. But anyways, I'll spin you back around here. I brought out the Nepenthes and put them on this table that were in the Highland chamber there. You can see it's open. Just a whole lot easier to show you. This is the Ampullaria. He sits at the back of the Highland chamber. Nice new pictures on it. Nice new leaves. They like shady conditions. You can see this is either some cold damage or something that happened last winter around December. Lots of little rosettes in there and lots of little pictures coming out of the moss. Truncata, we talked about him a couple months ago, a month ago maybe, and I wasn't sure whether to keep him in the lowland chamber or grow him intermediate. I kept him in the lowland. Look at the next leaf that came out, big leaf jump compared to these guys. I was just saying how like the leaf was getting smaller, and then all of a sudden, bam. Now, something to note on that, I did do a coffee method treatment on these guys just once to see how it worked, and there's the next leaf, so maybe the coffee thing is worth doing every 6 months or so. I only did it on a select few of the hardiest plants, just to see. Clipeta, he's doing well. These guys like it a little bit drier. They're not quite as lowland as some of them, but he's doing really well in the lowland chamber. Made huge strides, tripled in size since he went in there. There was the leaves when he first went in, and this chamber is only 4 months old. And there's the leaf now, so doing well. My Bical Carata, he's doing nice. Got some good fangs on him. Leaf jumps abound, so you can see like the little leaf there. And much bigger leaves coming out. Even this next newest leaf is going to be much bigger than the previous. Rafflesiana, getting big. Good picture growth on him. The second to last picture was there. The latest picture is here. So you can see from the palm of my hand, they're good size. So all of these guys, they need warmer temperatures. They like it warm and humid. Nighttime lows in the lowland chamber right now are 75 degrees. Daytime highs are 95 in there. I haven't gone through a winter with it yet, so I don't know how the winter temps are going to be. When I set it up in the spring, I was getting nighttime lows of about 69. So anyway, those are my 5 lowland Nepenthes. I really don't have space for any more, so we're going to keep it at 5 there. And let's move on. Quickly show you a little tray of various sundews, some seedling Sarcinias, Bonita there, some blooms on them all. Alice Sundews up there. This is my Ultra Highland chamber. It's not that warm in the greenhouse today, so the velocities are actually out, just getting a little bit brighter light. This is great. It's currently 69 degrees in there. The greenhouse is probably currently 75 degrees or so, so it's still within parameter, but on the hot days they can go in there, and at nighttime they go in here. Moving on, I don't want to miss anything here. I think the next carnivorous plant is this big Miranda. It stayed in the house last winter because there was just simply no space for it in the greenhouse that I had, the old greenhouse. So it stopped pitching altogether, but there's tons of new pitchers coming out everywhere. There's one there. This one is, look at the size of that. So that is going to be one big pitcher on it there. I hope it just keeps swelling. Look at that. Like, that's a big stem going to that. That has potential to be huge. There's a couple more over here. I see this guy is just popped today. Just popped. So the next update for these guys is going to be better, because at least we'll have some that are open. He flowered in the wintertime while he was in the house, so that was good. There's another one growing. There's a upper pitcher there. It's funny the difference though, eh? They're all green, solid green, as opposed to the mottled speckled red. Here's a couple more upper pitchers. You can see how they wind on the shelving. There's a humidity gauge. It says right now it's 95% in here. I don't know how accurate that one is. Here's another picture from the Miranda. So it's kind of vining everywhere. I'm just going to let it grow, see how big it gets. There's lots of space for it, so that's good. Way down here on the ground is always cooler than up high, so this is where some of the cooler growing stuff goes. The King Sundews are down here. I had 6 of them all together. Well, I still have 6. This one has 3 in the pot. I spread the other ones out into their own pots, so now they have 1 per pot, 1 per pot, 1 per pot. This one still has 3. I wanted to see how these guys did with the transplant before I went ahead and did them all. They had nice big leaves on them, and the summer heat is just sort of shrinking them down, so hopefully they'll pick up again in the fall. Sphagnum moss culture, you can see all the little green heads starting on it, so that's good. Dewy pines. This is my dewy pine seeds. They are germinating, so that's pretty cool too. Drosophilum, I think they're called. There's one. There's another. There's another. So I had 10 seeds. So far 3 have germinated right away. Oh, is that another one? Oh, look at that. I think I see another one. Maybe. Is that one? 4 have germinated. Woohoo. 4 out of 10 so far have germinated. And I sowed them about 3 weeks ago. A few seedling pots of Nepenthes. We're getting into more of the Nepenthes again now. We'll start with this row. Azume seedlings, they're getting a good size. The leaf span is a couple inches now. More Azume seedlings. Piguicula, good leaf jumps. Nice pitcher size on them for being really small plants. They're doing well. Diates. One of the slower ones that I just got. This is a new leaf on it. No new pitchers yet though. I think this leaf is going to be more promising. The Hamadas, they're growing like crazy. Clone 1, clone unknown, clone 2, Aristolochoides. I don't know if I'm saying that right. These guys are growing in leaps and bounds as well. They love the moss there. So the pictures are about my fingertip size. They're still pretty small. What else? Singulana is looking good. Spatulata is growing so slowly. That's one of the new ones, and that's its first new leaf coming out there. Now you'll notice a lot of my plants have been top dressed with sphagnum moss. A lot of the new ones even. There's some Maxima seedlings. There I'm getting to that stage now where they're going to take off. Lowii is good leaf jumps on them. New leaf coming out there, lots of pictures. And this is my Macrophylla. I think the next picture is going to be the one. That one is it's getting a little bit toothy, but there's a good sized leaf jump. The next picture has cleared the pot, and I think it's going to be a whole lot better. So I will keep you posted on that one. Cebuensis is here. It's trying with some upper pictures. I don't know if they're going to work. I keep spraying them with water to make sure they stay moist. I put one of the upper pictures in a bag with some sphagnum. I'm trying to see if I can get the upper picture to form. There is some Cebuensis lower pictures forming. One there. I think this one will probably form as well. And then there's one in the pot somewhere. These pictures, although they're old, they're still hydrating the pot. The bottom half is still good, so the liquid in them is still able to be used. So I'm not cutting them off, even though they kind of look crappy. Let's see, what else? We have got Spectabilis Uppers. Lots of uppers forming. This guy looks like he has just popped today. Let's see if I can get that in a little bit better focus. I like Spectabilis. They're pretty plants. They're pretty pictures. And down below, way down here, it's a big plant as well. There's lots of lower pictures down there. Same sort of color pattern on them, but lots of them forming all over the place. Behind it is a Ventrata. You can see the pictures are everywhere in it. This is another one that spent the winter in the house, and it just stopped picturing altogether. But so all of these pictures are new, other than the dried up ones. Some of them are a good size for a Ventrata. Some of them are a good size. Lots of them though. The uppers and the lowers, there's not a whole lot of difference between them. We're still quite low right now, but the plant goes way up. You can see them pictures forming back there. Way up, past the top of the Spectabilis. I think that one's going to flower right there. This is a female plant. And there's an upper Ventrata. Here's another upper Ventrata. This is the same plant as down below. This one is a Ventricosa. It is picturing very, very nicely. Like there's so many pictures you can't even count them all. Nice lowers. Good size too. I like this guy. Ventratas or Ventricosas are awesome plants. And then it has some uppers as well. The uppers are a lot whiter and smaller, but there's lots of them. I need to do some trimming too. But anyways, this is Vicii. It started so small, but it's really taking off now. Intermis, again, just taking off, just starting. I'm going to bring some pots down that are above your head. We're going to backtrack. This is my, I'm caught here on a tendril. This is my Edwardsiana Burbigiae cross. Maybe not in that order. Burbigiae cross Edwardsiana. The pictures are small. The plant is a decent size, but the pictures are small. Not as toothy as I would like them to be. What else do we have up here? This one's a beautiful plant here. This is Nepenthes Bong. So nice intricate peristomes coming out on these ones. The newest picture is here. You can see it's a little bit lighter. It darkens up with age, so it'll eventually look like that one and be kind of black. The misting system just came on. It'll only be on for about 10 seconds. Sorry, I should have brought these down ahead of time. This is Hamada cross Platychilla. So, this is the newest picture. The peristome's a lot bigger on it. It might be like sort of an intermediate. And then this one here is the picture before that. And clearly a lower picture. But nice to see two different pictures. And I like it that this one's actually doing something a little bit more. No teeth again. The crosses that are crossed with parents that have teeth generally lose their teeth. There's it's pretty and it's slightly jagged, but nothing like a Hamada. Here is the parent of that one. So you can see the teeth on it. And you don't get any of those teeth, unfortunately. You don't get any of them. Butterworts are in full bloom. The Ping Gigantica has not bloomed yet, but everything else is blooming away. I was hoping this guy was going to pop before I was filming. I've been watching it swell for the last couple of days. This is the tenuous. Mikey. Cool little plant. I love the dark pictures on them, and then the green interior. It really sort of contrasts. Pitapangea, he is doing really well. Jacquelinei is throwing off its first picture in my care. There's a whole bunch back here. Another Mikey. This guy is the Densiflora, Tentaculata, Dubii, Totaliensis, another Intermis. Let's see, Lingulata. Of course, these are all juvenile plants, so they're not showing their true, picture shape yet. Burbigiae, it's growing really fast. Trusmaniensis there. One dead leaf, one new picture. Let me see if I can spin this whole tray around. This tray's got lots of fun stuff on it. Not very easy to spin with one hand. Tiny little Trusmaniensis picture. The Raja is just getting its first picture. This guy definitely, he lost a lot of leaves when I got him, and he's made a nice recovery. But definitely lost a lot of leaves. Edwardsiana, another Edwardsiana there. I just did an update on these guys, so I won't hang out with them for too long. Ephipiata, another Hamada. They're all doing really well. As I said, Velosas are out for now. Doing okay. Plugging along very slowly. Very, very slowly. I'm just going to move them while I'm filming here to show you some stuff behind. Glabrata's got a nice picture on it. Behind that is a Lavicola. It's got some pictures. Last but not least is Helis. And I think before we go there, we got some Single Anna down here. Nope, sorry, not Single Anna. This guy is, the name has slipped my mind. What is it? I can't think of it right now. It is a Sanguiana. There we go. Anyways, monster pictures on it. It's got several pictures this size. It doesn't want to really get vining. It's really a compact plant. There's another good size picture down there. You can see the back of a picture up back there that's a good size. You can just see the lid of it. But I didn't realize that these guys' pictures could get this big, so really happy with that. Alright, the Helis now. All are doing quite well. This one is the Neblinae. Now, major difference between the Helis is how the nectar spoon lies. So, this one's got quite a curved nectar spoon. Pucella, lots of new adult pictures on it. It's supposed to be hairy, but it's not overly hairy. What else do we got? Saracenoides, I think. Some new adult pictures coming. That one's new. New one coming there. New one at the back. Expendiculata. Tate at the back there. No adult pictures on those guys, so I'll just leave them at the back here. Heterodoxa. Couple good size adult pictures now. Lots of little adults. I was happy when the adults were coming out this size. Just the fact that they were adults, not juvenile pictures. And then they threw off these guys here. So this is the latest picture on it. I see another rosette has started throwing out adult pictures now as well. So that's fantastic. Himentensis. Looking good. I love the nectar spoon on this guy. He's just such a clean cut plant. I love it. Behind that is a pot of minor. Doing well, lots of new growth. You can see a new one coming out there. There is another minor. The nectar spoon is a little bit different on this one. It's got a little bit more of this look, of the heterodoxa look. But a new picture coming out, I see right there on camera actually. You see it just leaving the side of the picture. There's another minor back there. And I see a few adult pictures coming out on that guy. Excuse me. I'm talking too much. I'm going to start coughing. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish off with this guy. This is my new Jam Bam. Beautiful plant, comes from BE. This guy just opened the other day. Nice sort of toilety bowl pitcher plant. Oh man, I'm glad I'm at the end of this. I'm going to start coughing here. So I'm going to leave you with a shot of the jamban and then the utricularia, which has worked its way up into the orchid. So that is a carnivorous plant update for August. Lots and lots going on. So many adult pictures coming out on stuff. Next month is going to be a great update for these guys. The pictures on this one should be open there. And yeah, I think that is everything I possibly can show you for today. So anyways, I hope you like this video. And if you want to see more updates like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. As always, thanks for watching.